while I tried to find someone that could be my great love. Right in front of me, I didn't realize you were my dream. So you took me by surprise. Oh yeah, even in my wildest dreams, I didn't think we were destined to be. And now you're laying next to me. Everything feels like, oh yeah, when I give you every part of me. I can't believe this is reality. And now you're laying next to me. Everything feels like.
Okay, you guys, do you see how excited I am? They're bubbling. They're back. Okay, this one's not as bubbly, but it's moved. They were both at the line. So I need to discard this morning and feed them. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I actually took some discard, and that's how I got this jar to feed it, so that I would have extra for when I wanted to start making bread and pizza dough and stuff, because I wanted to make pizza dough and put it in the freezer, and make some bread rolls and get them in the freezer. So I wanted to have an extra one, but I also wanted to have my usual sourdough going so that I wouldn't run out, especially if I wanted to do multiple pizza doughs or bread rolls in a day and get them in the freezer for a freezer cooking. So right now I'm going to discard both of these into a bowl. Well, if I have another jar, I'll use that, and then I'll just write discard on the top. If not, then it'll go in a bowl with a lid. But anyways, yeah. So this is what I'm doing with my sourdough. So I'm happy I was able to bring it back to life. I was really worried I had killed it, and that would have made me really sad, because like I said, my husband got me this sourdough for Valentine's Day a few years ago, and I've been keeping it alive and making a bunch of discard things and yummy recipes with it. So I was really sad if I had killed it. I didn't. I'm excited. We're going to get this going now. Okay, so there they are. Both my starters are fed, and there's my discard. For anybody wondering, this is an 8-cup measuring cup with a lid. So that's what I'm keeping it in. And I'm putting this in my fridge and saving my discard. I plan on doing, I don't know, maybe 10 pizza doughs, because me and my husband can share pizza, and then, you know, Jarvis doesn't eat cheese, so we give him his own personal pizzas. And then Maverick and the babies sometimes want meat, sometimes want cheese. So I want to have enough pizza doughs that when we do pizza nights or something, we have the dough ready. But I also want to do enough doughs that I can pre-make some pizzas and flash freeze them, and they'll be ready to go. Cheaper this way than buying a bunch of frozen pizzas or going out for pizza. Both my starters are fed, and when I'm ready to discard, like I said, they will go right back in here. And that is going to be that. Last night I made muffins. Me and my husband ate a couple of these apple cinnamon ones. They're actually really good. My kids devoured the chocolate chip ones, so they made 12 of each. There's 3 chocolate chip left. These apple cinnamons are really good. And they have like nice chunks of apple in them. Oh, these are amazing. When I buy more flour and stuff, I plan on showing you guys the base recipe that I use to make all the muffins. It's a base recipe, and then I just add stuff to them. They are delicious.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 9.
So, this is the essential lab equipment that
You're doing good, bud.
Thank you.
Okay, so excuse the laundry sitting over there that needs to get folded. Anybody else have a toddler get off being sick and melt down about every single thing that happens throughout the day? The boys are taking a break from school to have a snack. We're giving this guy a snack. Wyatt passed out for a nap. He is melting down about everything. He wanted milk. I gave him milk. He melted down because it wasn't graham cracker. I gave him graham cracker. He ate it. He's eating it. Then melted down because he wanted water. And I didn't pour water in the right cup. And then once he got his water, he went back to his graham crackers. And this has been a battle all morning. We're giving him grace. So he and I are sitting down watching a show while the boys are having a little snack. When they start school, we're going to turn off the TV, and he and I will read a book together while the big boys complete some solo work. But this is what I'm dealing with. The melting down of a toddler. He seems so sweet right now, but it was just a struggle 5 minutes ago. Okay, so Maverick wasn't feeling too good, so he went and laid down. Jarvis, on the other hand, is almost done with school. So that's great. I pulled a piece of salmon out of the freezer like an hour ago. And I threw some teriyaki sauce in a Ziploc bag and threw it in there. And I've been marinating it. I'm going to go ahead and throw it on a pan and get it in the oven because I have an Asian salad. And then I'm just going to chop that up when it's cooked and throw it on top of my salad. And that's going to be my lunch. I'm not sure what my kids want. Maverick will probably ask for nuggets. Jarvis might ask for taquitos. I'm not really sure. I also have leftover pasta for the kids who eat pasta. I feel like today got ahead of me. I need to load the dishwasher. Jarvis came and unloaded it. I started some laundry. I need to fold a bunch of laundry. I keep saying I'm going to do that, and you guys know me. 7 to 10 business days on folding and putting away. However, the last load I pulled out was towels, so that should take me like 2 minutes to fold. So maybe if I start that after I eat lunch, I will just blaze through the clothes and then we'll be good. But you guys also know me and know that, well, I am who I am. It is what it is. Anyways, so I found a tripod that I liked for filming food while I'm cooking. So I think I'm going to order that for my phone. I am looking at a tripod that I can use to hold a phone attachment, but also when I eventually get a camera, a new camera strictly for filming my videos, I need that to also be able to go on a tripod. So the cameras I'm looking at, I'm still kind of deciding which camera I want. And then I am looking at the tripods that are compatible with that are also compatible with phone grippy things. So that is that. Let me preheat my oven. Okay. So my oven's preheating. I have to cut this yummy, delicious pineapple that I bought at Aldi. It was like $1.20 or $1.40. I don't know, something like that. Super cheap compared to the other grocery stores I saw them at. It was like $3. No, this one smelled good, looked good, so that's the one I'm gonna go with. Hopefully it's good. I understand it's January in North Carolina. Here's to hoping that it turns out fabulous. I am down to my last banana, and I did not buy more yesterday, but I did buy a bag of apples, and I have some navel oranges and some blood oranges, and I also have some cuties in my fridge. Because for some reason I like all my oranges out of the fridge, but I love my cuties in the fridge. Don't ask me why. So we're starting to stock back up on fruit. One thing my husband and I have talked about is wanting more fruit in the house. Not just canned fruit, though it is nice to have fruit in the can in the cupboard for like off weeks or when we finish the fruit and we're not ready to run to the grocery store. It is nice to have the fruit in the can just so that we can still have fruit. But we mostly like fresh fruit. I say mostly because we will eat canned fruit. Do not mistake me for somebody who won't, because we will. Now, we are getting back into, well, I say we, my husband and me talk about everything. So we, but me, are getting back into trying to make things. So like the muffins, trying to make, a few batches in a day, then we can freeze them. Or, mix up the batter and then put it in individual Ziploc bags and write on the bag how much of the wet ingredients and what toppings we want for them. And then from there, you can put them in like a gallon or a 2 gallon Ziploc bag and just have a big bag of like mix of muffins that'll make 12 muffins. So that's a plan because my kids love muffins, and honestly you can throw things like Trilogy Mix, or Trilogy Mix is essentially flaxseed, hemp hearts, and chia seeds, however you say it, mixed into it. I put them in my coffee bean grinder and I grind it into a powder to make it easier so my kids don't notice it. I also put that into our fruit smoothies. Again, sorry for all the babbling, but I am trying to explain the things that we are moving forward with to get ourselves right. We're falling off the snack household and falling back into how I grew up, which was in an ingredients household. I grew up having to grab cheese and nuts and crackers and fruit and all these things that I always felt so much better eating. And then as I got older, my household became a snack household. And I'm not going to lie, from my young years to my teenage years to my adult years, my gut and my body felt better when I was younger, when I was eating ingredients versus snacks. Now, I love snacks. So do my kids, so does my husband. But health-wise, me and my husband have noticed. especially since our last 3 kids, we've gained a lot of weight together. And we want to set healthy habits for our kids. Now, you can have chips and be healthy, but in this moment, we are making unhealthy choices. So we want to get back on track of making healthy choices and then teach our kids how to make healthy choices with us so that when they're grown and out of our house, you know, they're there making healthy choices with their families. It's just, that's what you want as a parent, or at least that's what we want as parents. And no shame to anybody else who's got a snack household, power to you, because I overdo it. But yeah, so I am halfway through planning that, and then I'm trying to get through the day. So anyways, my kids are still coming off being sick. So they're all feeling better, but it's the residuals. So that's what we're dealing with. I think you could hear it in my voice too. I'm a little congested. My husband was home for a few days. He's finally feeling enough better and took his meds enough that now he's back at work. And he's on call this week. So our week's going to look however it's going to look, because, you know, with the city, they have to be on call certain times. So each crew or whatever's on call certain weeks, because they work for the city. So they have to take care of things. So he's on call this week. So that's what we're dealing with. Though most of the time when he's on call, he doesn't get called out every day. So that's nice. But we can't go do things because he can never be more than 30 minutes to an hour to get to the shop and get going. So it is what it is. Anyways, I have babbled. Let me move on with our day. And I'm sorry. But yeah, so let's move on with our day. So I just had one of the Asian salad kits I threw in here. I like to add a little bit of extra Asian dressing. This is my favorite, the one from Annie's. And I add toasted sesame oil to the bottle when I open it. And it gives it this toasted Asian sesame flavor. And there's my salmon. It was cooked in teriyaki, so I just chopped it all up. And I'm about to throw it in the salad, mix it all up. And that's going to be my lunch. Okay, so pardon my messy counter. So I just got my Amazon package. And if you're wondering, this is what it is. It's a garlic press. Anyways, I got this in this cute little green color because I have other appliances that are also this green. Let's get a little potato peeler on top. It slices, can you see that? It slices and minces garlic. I don't know what this little tool thing is, or if that's just there to be part of the handle. And I don't know if that's a lid lifter on the edge. But oh my gosh, I'm super excited. No more buying pre-minced garlic. I'm going to start buying actual garlic. Always was better flavor when my grandpa would crush actual garlic or chop it up. So I got a handy dandy little tool. This is what it looks like. And when I buy garlic, I will let you know. I got it on Amazon. It is a garlic press kit. I think it was like $10. Not a bad price. So I will use it. When I buy some garlic, I'll use it and I'll show you guys. And then I'll give you guys an update in a little while to see how we like it. Okay, so I have, don't mind my stove still being dirty. Just gets dirty every time I cook. Okay, so I am just melting some butter. And then I have sliced up 1 onion. So I am just making some caramelized onions. When they're cooked, I'm gonna throw some balsamic vinegar on them to make them really delicious. I've got beer brats in the oven. So that's gonna be dinner. My older boys, Maverick's not feeling good, opted for chicken noodle soup, and Jarvis asked for a spicy shrimp ramen. And the babies, I will cut up a brat and see if they'll eat it. If not, more than likely it'll just be me and my husband eating brats. And the babies will have leftover butter noodles and cheese. Are you okay, buddy?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's dinner. Really simple, really easy, no extra work. Oh my goodness, I think these onions are sticking to my cutting board. Probably should have used a different one, but all my other ones are kind of nasty now, so I'm just down to a couple wood ones. I need to get more. Anyways, yeah. So I will show you dinner when it's done. We're not having any extra sides. We're just kind of eating. Okay. Delicious. Bye. Bye. I'm not giving you my phone. What are you doing? Is it you? Tickle, 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 tickle. Tickle, 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 tickle. You're so funny. Tickle, 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 tickle. Tickle, 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 tickle. What are you doing, Bo? What are you doing? Why are you so cute? Yeah. Woo. Woo. Are you finally over your bad attitude? Wow. Say bye-bye. Go find Daddy. Okay. What kind of French fries do you want?
Smiley face ones. Oh, hey.
Don't hit your brother with my water bottle. Okay.
Because.
What is the baby? Don't drop it. Oh, Lord.
Hey, get.
Don't forget to check my description box for all my links.